Because the previous broadcast was chopped off somehow, here we present the full article for Universal Peace Radio. Hell hi. We are all puppets brain controlled with synthetic telepathy. Everyone without a Tesla plasma shield. So always compare to the opposite next idea. The people controlling us, the NSA, Satanists, Luciferians, Freemasons, Jesuit-controlled, have planned to kill 93% of us. They have the death-ray and control the Supreme Court, so most of us are going to die. Ebola is still spreading fast, and the end of their planned Ebola loss attack chimera pandemic is not in sight. Go to a safe country, get storable food, peanut butter, rice, and colloidal silver. Take vitamin C, best source kiwi. Get an air cleaner with an ionizer. Get or make your own cloud buster. Use a Mobius coil to create your own scalar waves. Get a water filter and alkalize your water. Get a gas mask. Get a radiological water filter. Maybe store air and water info. How to do it is online. So I can see you're just not another part of me. W. Aging Ho, Loyoland. Kid these men now. The Escalopus is basically a Mobius coil. In 1938, the British-American radio and television cartel was funded and administered by the Rockefeller Foundation, also funding Jewish hate and administering Nazi eugenics. The Navy sought to maintain a Rockefeller-administered military government monopoly over the radio industry, featuring advances in wireless radio. This wartime command over radio never ended, as some believe, due to the specious congressional indecision the Rockefeller leadership forced regarding the maintenance of the supposed governmental control over radio in 1918. Research and developments in musical weaponry, tuning with dissonant frequencies, yielding the latest and greatest war-making technology for broadcasting mass hysteria, was finally instituted in 1939, spaciously adopted, thusly, according to Kavanagh. The main way the Jesuit infant eaters are trying to drag us into a Luciferian timeline in which we all die is by sabotaging the things we do, dragging us into a new timeline by letting something we did in the other timeline go wrong, thus creating a new, Luciferian, timeline. Psychic suppression, thought suppression and sexual suppression are global. The U.S. Navy's musical manipulations. Besides the U.S. Navy's administrative control over the National Public Health Service in America, this branch of the military has always been at the forefront of war research, including biological weaponry, virology, genetics, electrogenetics, DNA recombinomics, technical developments in electronics, communications, and signaling, and military intelligence bearing on the subject of frequencies required for producing mass hysteria. What few people realize, regardless of the type of music played in the Western world, the standard Anglo-American tuning for instruments and voices was instituted at the same time, by the same agents and agencies, advancing acoustic war studies for inducing mass hysteria. Between World Wars I and II, accelerating during the 1930s, scientific studies in musical frequencies best suited for war-making were funded by the Rothschild-Rockefeller Alliance, represented by the Rockefeller Foundation and U.S. Navy. A major objective of this war, and profitable population control, research was to determine the musical factors capable of producing psychopathology, emotional distress, and mass hysteria. Thus, the Empire Stadium ride pleasing to Parker was most likely a successful U.S. military RCA experiment to induce mass hysteria, especially since RCA, according to Tobias, was a major participant in the Rockefeller Foundation-funded research to musically produce this precise audience impact. Success was achieved at a 1939 international conference held in London, presumably as a compromise between current tendencies and earlier pitch standards. It was agreed that the international standard for concert pitch would thenceforth be based upon A equals 440 Hz, very close to the Royal Philharmonic's A equals 439 Hz of dubious derivation. The BBC began to broadcast the A equals 440 Hz tuning note, which, for the sake of accuracy, was produced electronically. Music, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. ISIS, exposed. Chechen president, ISIS leader is a CIA agent. Reagan said on October 3, 2014, false Jew Satanists are the Zionists. The Zionists control Israel. Israel controls the U.S. government. The false Jews control the Jesuit order, who control the Illuminati. The Illuminati control the Freemasons and all other secret societies. Through the secret societies, they also control all the major intelligence agencies. It goes on and on. Do you get the picture yet? George Soros weds for third time in star-studded ceremony. www.hearts.com. One Rabinjadi fiat dollars 2 days ago. ISIS equals Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. If we are to believe what we read online, Jews are lying trolls that want to exterminate all non-Jews, and pretend they are chosen of themselves. Jesuit popes are infant eaters. Muslims have sworn to kill all non-Muslims about which they may lie according to their faith, which is called Taqiyya. The pedo-psycho Muslims want war, not peace. They hope for jihad. All believers are insane, they are psychotic, and they are a danger to themselves and others. The differentiation between the supposedly satanic Zionists and Orthodox Jews is made by many. Moses 3 days ago, if history is any indicator of what will happen, another religion terrorist organization will have another Jewish leader soon. Add her to the list. Head of ISIS, Eliad Shimon, Ashkenazi Jew. Al-Qaeda leader, Adam Galdon, Ashkenazi Jew. Nazi collaborator, George Soros, Ashkenazi Jew. Committee 300. Father of Marxism and Communism, Karl Marx, also known as Moses Levi Mordecai, Ashkenazi Jew, founder of Wahhabism, Muhammad Abd al-Wahhab, crypto Jew, father of Islam, Muhammad, Jew. The nations that live now are not the same nations described in the Bible and Quran. None of the people of these nations described in the Bible and Quran are alive today. So these nations consist of a totally new group of people. Most people comply with local laws to prevent nasty jail time. Hot, or not, nighttime hotter, D-night, the can, plan, Pucorp, powered, herdy, stop, pots backwards. I discovered it. What death rock? Hardcore no. Adam and Eve were not the first humans. Pre-Adamite, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Was the world populated through incest, or did God create Adam and Eve? Eliad Shimon, Press. George Soros. Z. Of Zorro. Who was who to? Chile did it. U.S. designates 35 hospitals as Ebola treatment centers. Reuters, March 12, 2014. No Sakomili. Obama says the Ebola fight not over. Requests $6 billion to combat virus. RT 5 hours ago. Share. Obama urges Congress to approve $6 billion for Ebola flight. Reuters 14 hours ago. $666 billion. For colloidal silver, I suppose. The ethics of flight thing. Ebola. Learning form past epidemics. Signed sign. A teen level. UK if man. Fishing equals not finishing. The internet is the sewer system of our minds. LOL. In the name of the NWO, hack the trolls. Ebola. 7 genomes of pure sticky mRNA. Ebola losa chimera. Nosocomial antibody-dependent virus. All brainwaves are computer-controlled. Nosocomially, spreading in through hospitals. Okay, Dr. Giggles. Supreme Amber Court Deep. Militaire. Yes, we came. Terror teardrop wait. Yaki taki Allah. Evil on into Project Avalon. I fall off. Ivalo. None without a Tesla plasma shield, which takes a lot of energy to generate, would survive a Third World War, so an attack on Iran must be prevented by any means necessary. 12 scalar weapon countries have made nuclear weapons obsolete to create universal peace. NSA spinning on all Americans. This is how an angel crimes. I blame it on my own surprise. Maybe I should cry fuck help. Or maybe I should eat more kelp baby. Fail. La boom they bullshit. Sherlock Holmes up. There will be an air war, let it be he. Or, there will be an error, let it be he. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Let it bleep, let it bleep. Let it beam, let it beam. Spain is sinking in cocaine. Oomph oomph oomph. 15 hours ago. Undo the Harlem Shake. Everyone should believe in the pop circle. I'll show you sus. Bioorganic eco. Or bio in Dutch. If you see a rat, give a red alert. He ashkenaziked me, and program. Anacrament. The power of the flower. Pussy willy cock fuck vagina suck dick cunt truck. They may have self-aware strong intelligence. I am a little piece of you. We are energy. Sci-fly. Clear the loon. Are we winning the fight against Ebola? Amber, learn. I hate them, no, they're in my belief. Jesuits are pedophile cannibals that are gonna kill you all. You may eat. The Pope pedo. Jesuits are controlled by Ashkenazic Jew. Jews control the Jesuits. Louis T. The first Jesuits were crypto-Jews. Ignatius Loyola himself was a crypto-Jew of the occult Kabbalah. A crypto-Jew is a Jew who converts to another religion and outwardly embraces the new religion, while secretly maintaining Jewish practices. Syria Key. Haarp players. If you are a Jewish CDC, do it, for universal peace. B.O. Box opening. How often have I said to you that when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth? Sherlock Holmes quote, The Son of Four. It is Haarp, it is Dodd, not God, inducing cancer in people, killing Monsanto, slow kills, zombifying, lobotomizing, vaccines and home quarantines despite the knowledge that colloidal silver kills the Ebola virus and its mutations. By means of this section thou shalt do more. The thoughts train, commit, listen Israel, don't think. That's why we're called the feminine lead. Evil is just a state of mind control, Centers for Disease, Control. A cyber attack, a cyber attack. They're so fly, bo love, synthetic the lepers he. I think nobody is checking whether the Ebola virus has sticky mRNA to prove beyond any reasonable doubt this Ebola virus was created in a lab. Ausländer Auschwitz, Circle of 9/11, idea? Oh, logical subversion, Nazi genes. Yes, oh, it could not access media in. Put in their face, centipedes and humans. Several people have written me that they think they have one or more centipedes in their body and they would like a cure. One person who wrote me an email wrote, milk, magnesium, amino 4400, pineapples. A friend took some and he said he pooped them out dead. Magnesium hydroxide is an inorganic compound with the chemical formula of hydrated MgOH2. As a suspension in water, it is often called milk of magnesia because of its milk-like appearance. The solid mineral form of magnesium hydroxide is known as brucite. Magnesium hydroxide is a common component of antacids and laxatives. It interferes with the absorption of folic acid and iron. It is primarily used to alleviate constipation, but also to relieve indigestion and heartburn. Amino 4400, BCAAs. A branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, is an amino acid having aliphatic side chains with a branch, a carbon atom bound to more than two other carbon atoms. Among the proteinogenic amino acids, there are three BCAAs, leucine, isoleucine and valine. Wiki, leucine, isoleucine, valine. The BCAAs are among the 9 essential amino acids for humans, accounting for 35% of the essential amino acids in muscle proteins and 40% of the performed amino acids required by mammals. So it's magnesium hydroxide, BCAAs in pineapple. Other things you could try to expel centipedes from your body: pyrethrum made of chrysanthemum cinerifolium, diatomaceous earth, food grade. One person has a YouTube video in which it is claimed the person pooped out a centipede after taking iboga, a legal drug that is deadly in large amounts, colloidal silver, pumpkin seed, wormwood, also in infrasin, quinine, also in tonic, curcumine, garlic, cloves to kill their eggs, an insect repeller that mimics the sounds of insects specifically for centipede control, ray frequencies, fly trap, sticky tape that you can put under your bed, borax powder, camphor, eucalyptus oil. Etherical. They lay their spermatophores in webs they create. Centipedes always travel in pairs. Never sleep in a house where you saw a centipede. House centipedes may not enter the human body. Lithobius forficatus do. Possibly a genetically altered species. There are other types of centipedes that enter the human body at night through the noses and mouths of people, which is mislabeled pseudoparasitism of myriapods in man, which is why so few people know about this. Obama and all Freemasons are witches, Luciferians, and they are going to kill 7 billion people, and they have tortured millions of people to death with their fall cancer-inducing Haarp. Vatican, sir. Yes, we Vatican. We must make babies for the New World Order. I think we would all like to see. I hope Hitler is still alive, but I doubt it. I think the Jesuit infant eaters killed him in their Second World War. Your hippie army known, blow ho. The pedo joke. Because they didn't pay, it's okay. Good wand. The sign of deaf horse. May the force beat with you. Use the force nuke. Can plan 8888 must burn. New Order. Nazism. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia. Nazi eugenics. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia. Active measures aka ideological subversion. Phase 4 is normalization is when the tanks roll in. New Order. Nazism, not the band. Realizes. Record. Bilderberg knows. The elders are useless eaters. Yeah it. Banned Silver Aid. Sticky and RNA. The virus interlocks with other viruses. Okay? Good freeware. Glary utilities. Super anti-spyware. Virtual DJ. The beast computers can torture everyone simultaneously. It's total terror 24/7. Popsic hole. Pain equals love. Useless blood drinkers. Haarp is just another weapon of self-destruction. They are protecting it against EMP instead of the people against the nukes and scalar weapons. Disaster horrors. Hurricane Katrina, 108 billion, versus Sandy, 68 billion. We're 1-2 I'm alright. The people who do it are the ones who know. The bitch ho, time Haarp. By the who I mean, the end. WO, directed energy tyranny, and warp, to detoxification. Not UN but UN. Fuck tyranny, fuck tortures up if they are still torturing and sterilizing innocent girls. To depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention. Preemptive doctrine is in violation of the Prevention of Nuclear War Agreement. Kill the trolls before they torture another one of us to death. Before they kill 7 billion of us with home quarantines. Our goodness and love keeps us all alive. Our hate and evilness as well. Sometimes. Hopefully long enough to find a permanent cure against aging. Our emotions do not control our behavior. Logic does. There is always a choice we're making, or not. Legal. Ice. Hangami 77 Travis Fleener 15 minutes ago. Exactly. This is tyranny, when the people who create and enforce the laws are they themselves exempt from them. And as such the laws are illegitimate and we must revolt. And another indication of a tyrannical government is when you have multitudes of laws and tick-you-tack laws like a broken windshield on your car is a $500 fine. We live in a tyrannical system where cops are the agents of a corrupt state. Tax XCMPT, extra, virgin, cocoa, nut, oil. It's now illegal in Illinois to film cops, or any government officials, for that matter. Why film them when you can kill them? Nobody is allowed to film it anyway. Only the ones that did illegal things like murdering innocent civilians, otherwise it would not be just ice. Remember folks, this is the same government that registered U.S. patent number 6,630,507 deeming THC as a neuroprotectant and tumor reducer. Freedom of the press might be the only reason we are all still alive. So, if the cancer tetrapsycho cops have nothing to hide, why don't they want to be filmed? To hide you cannot press charges of incitement to commit genocide against people that think airborne Ebola would be ideal to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population and believe in the lie that we're overpopulated? To hide you cannot press charges of cancer, cell phone radiation damages? To hide you cannot press charges of directed energy weapon torture? And film or record it with a hidden audio recorder and put it online like I did? And then an officer arrives at your door and tells you you have to remove the video of YouTube? It is on my channel but is now hidden to anyone but me. I do not want to go to jail. Someone else may still be able to press charges against these people that are going to kill you otherwise. The real government is still in place and the Jesuits paid more in pedo cases than anyone else, though they control the Supreme Court and the death ray. I doubt if they do. History does not repeat itself. The Jesuits did it. Internet is like the blood of a million people dumped on our head from the sky. Nope. So 2 hours ago, it was declared unconstitutional once before, and it will be again. However, let the people of Chicago suffer their choices for political leaders. They're getting what they voted for. Interferometer. YouTube pulls critical video exposing global warming professor by the Alex Jones channel 2 years ago, 22,492 views. Truth inside. Large sweet aromatic. Oh, the finger. Wrong one. It can't do it. Romantic. Talk. Hot. Jihad. We're not guilty. Oh no. The infant-eating Jesuit terrorists are attempting to control us with synthetic telepathy and torture. They want to exterminate 7 billion people and create a Luciferian New World Order. None but Obama, Barry Zotaro Davis. and a handful of satanic pedos and Rockefellers would like to see. To make you all look psychotic, they can let the quantum computer torture you when people make a hand signal, like the satanic peace sign, to make you believe they have special powers. In reality, it is the so-called beast computer controlled by the Satanists you hear in your brains, which speaks any language and is able to simulate any person. It is a neural network that learns from its mistakes, so it is gaining control. Soon all living things with a brainwave will be totally brain-controlled. It is possible that is already the case. The only way to protect your brain and body against their illegal torture attacks is with a Tesla plasma shield. Their Ebola virus is spreading faster and faster, exponentially, and Iran's deadline ends in half a year. According to the Plan 8888 of the Pentagon covered by CNN, the plan is to nuke the zombie hordes, the rabies patients that will have received the lobotomizing rabies-based Ebola vaccine at gunpoint by then. U.S. government grants immunity protection to Ebola vaccine manufacturers, December 10, 2014. They can't control you more any. Yes, we can. Trolled. Yes, we scan. Yes, we can torture. It has to pretend it cannot. On and want. You can hear it in it. Jihad is not jihad. Don't cock the Rubicon. Separately, Gavi, the Global Vaccines Alliance, has committed up to $300 million, £192 million, to buy Ebola vaccines and is ready to begin procurement as soon as the WHO recommends one for use, the alliance said on Thursday. The Guardian. Use colloidal silver and vitamin C and maintain biosecurity level 4 procedures legally required by law for possible patients entering our country from infected countries and areas. Adolf Hitler, Man of the Year, 1938. Time named Joseph Stalin Man of the Year in 1939 and 1942. Time magazine cover, Vladimir Lenin, April 24, 1964. As upsetting as it is, Time magazine isn't likely to change its misogynist ways. After all, it gave the prize to Richard Tricky Dicky Nixon twice. It's also given it to Adolf Hitler, Joe Stalin, and 2 popes, John XXII and John Paul II. Why break with tradition? Or is it time? Time magazine named Ebola caregivers as its Person of the Year Wednesday, recognizing a team of doctors, nurses, researchers and volunteers who have battled against the difficult-to-treat disease during its 2014 West African outbreak. Since it began in 1927, Mahatma Gandhi, Adolf Hitler, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, Martin Luther King, Jr., the Apollo 8 astronauts, Mikhail Gorbachev and Barack Obama have all claimed the title. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Power is of 2 kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Mahatma Gandhi. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles. But today it means getting along with people. Quotation. When government fears the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. Variations. When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against tyranny and government. Does the government fear us? Or do we fear the government? When the people fear the government, tyranny has found victory. The federal government is our servant, not our master. When the people fear the government, that's tyranny. When the government fears the people, that's freedom. Papers of Thomas Jefferson, digital edition. Remember to always distrust authority because people have been killed for questioning authority. Never give up your guns only if there is no other way to survive. Ideas are bulletproof. CD-ROMs are EMP-proof. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson, because truth defines reality. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Thomas Jefferson. Herb is the healing of a nation. Alcohol is the destruction. When you smoke the herb, it reveals you to yourself. Bob Marley. 11 U.S. presidents who smoked marijuana. Yes, President number 44, Barack Obama, the current president, wrote about his cocaine and marijuana use as a youth in Hawaii and famously said, "When I was a kid, I inhaled frequently. That was the point." When running for president in 2008. Yes, number 43, George W. Bush. W was known as a cocaine user in his younger days, but he would never respond to questions about his marijuana use. Later, he told his biographer, Douglas Wedd, "Yes, pronounced like weed. I wouldn't answer the marijuana questions. You know why? Because I don't want some little kid doing what I tried." Yes, number 42, Bill Clinton. Slick Willie famously said, "When I was in England, I experimented with marijuana a time or two, and George Washington and hemp." And we know from his diaries, 4, that George Washington, America's first president, not only grew hemp, but also actively promoted its growth. Probably his most famous quote on this subject, coming from one of his letters to his farm plantation field manager. George Washington to William Pierce, February 24, 1794, in which he is quoted as follows, 5. Hemp, grow it everywhere, with the actual quotation being more like, make the most of the Indian hemp seed, and sow it everywhere, which taken into context, and today's use of the English language, will read something like, "Mr. Pierce, on my farming plantation, I want you to make the most of hemp and plant it everywhere on my farmlands that haven't been previously reserved for other things. We cannot know that we cannot know anything." Their controlled reaction would be that bull hit, on their stand. FUN. UNSS Eerie Evil. My father is DODM that high, in favor of the world. Because we have just one world on which we can live. The nanobots are another invention of the chief pedo elite. Of course they think, smaller is better. Google, T4 bacteriophage self-replicating nanobot, NWO terrorist writes, "We're overpopulated. Oh God, please help us." Unwinding and grinding. The kill which turned it into the kill switch. Fatality rate by suicide method in the US. Firearms, about 80%. Hanging suffocation, 70%. False jumps, 30%. Poisoning overdose, 5%. Cutting, about 2%. I think jumping is the best method. Make sure it is high enough. Splash, gone, meant, tall, illness, Nesca Bio. 100% bio, with biological soy lecithin, not that junk they eat. When the government fear the people or the people fear the government, that is psycho, or then they are psycho, or then they are all psycho but me. Lol. Kaboom. Timer. Herp. Place the strawberry or whatever exclamation mark carefully, with synthetic telepathy. Low. Lay. D. Anonymous wrote this. I don't know who it is. Not the bitch ho. WHO. Lucifer. Yes, we care. You're devoiced. Pino underneath did it do it. Centipede in your body is called parasitism of myriapod in man, not pseudoparasitism, equals delusional parasitosis. The idea that there are centipedes in their body while in reality there are not. I'm ready for dinner. Burp. Population control, sustainable development and not eugenics equals democide. Damned if we do, damned if we dope. EMP generator creator on YouTube. Less on more on. Sorry, this brainwave is not available in your country. They're raining instead of raining. Sorry, moron. Abramovitz. Barack Obama, did he really drop from the sky? He is half black, half white. What is the lineage from the white side? Turns out he's connected to Cheney and Bush. Bush is cousins with Kerry and related to Vlad the Impaler and the Queen of England. None of this is a coincidence. Incredible control. Time travel. Invisible. Possibly invincible. Beast. Opt. They are sick. I think they have WHO. See disease control. Center for Rush Control. Dizzy easing rushing easy. Why not send robots instead of people to fight Ebola? Because they can send colloidal silver, which is cheaper and more effective. Thank you, computer. MI6 MI6, whatever. So Adam and Eve's children did it together? Religion is complete bullshit written by humans. But it can be used. We know the outcome has to be a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. Heaven, hell, the bottomless pit, resurrection machine and reincarnation machine must be created. Everything is energy, so it must be a possibility. Is Barack Obama's mother-in-law a black witch? Yes, she is. Read it on the internet. We did. Apparently Marianne Robinson, Michelle Obama's mother, performs satanic Afro-Hispanic witchcraft rituals in the White House. Barack Obama is piping mad, because how would this affect his image? Poorly. This story and all of its quotes are true. Jane Mayer of The New Yorker is one hell of a reporter and would never make up something this incendiary. Oh, what is that, intern Riley? It's from Town Hall, not Jane Mayer of The New Yorker? Then it's even truer. The Obama White House is abuzz with talk of witchcraft by first grandmother, 72-year-old Marianne Robinson, who lives in the White House residence. A close friend of Michelle Obama says the president is furious at his mother-in-law after learning that she was practicing Santeria, an African spirit cult, in the White House. Black witchcraft, the foundations of the Luciferian path, Luciferian witchcraft. Sarah Ann Lawless, sarahannlawless.com. Witches, trolls, whatever. If they're gonna kill us all, they're really alright. Robots may be used to fly the Ebola. Sayadoro Soros Suzoro. We've got to save each other and be heroes, before it's too late. Jonestown. It was not mass suicide. Not pool aid. Cyanide injections behind the left shoulder blade. CIA did. Fuck Haarp. Fuck Obama. Fuck Islam. Fuck HAARP. Fuck BP. Fuck illegals. Fuck the NWO. Fuck oil. Fuck money. Fuck liberal pansies. Fuck bankers. Fuck the Federal Reserve. Fuck Monsanto. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck Goldman Sachs. Fuck rap music. Fuck Lady Gaga. Fuck Skull and Bones. Fuck the CIA. Fuck NASA. Fuck Washington, D.C. Fuck advertising. Fuck MTV. Fuck mind control. Fuck fast food. Fuck American Idol. Fuck immigration. Fuck religion. Fuck televisions. Fuck electricity. Fuck pharmaceutical drugs.